Actually, the last 8 buckets were just straight rock.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Acorn Ridge. Today we're back out here at the hand dug well, and we're going to be getting down in there and trying to make some progress today.
We got Nate down here now. Let the hand him the bucket down. Get straight to work.
Yes, sir.
Starting to hit something solid down there?
Yeah, I think it's just a little rock.
Yeah. Seems like last time I was hitting that, just little rocks down in there.
Yeah, just a little flat rock.
Yep. Nate just got all that ground busted up down there. It's ready for a shovel, and we actually picked up this shovel right here. Little, it's a mini shovel is basically what it is. And it has that good handle on it, so it's going to be a lot easier to get down in there and use it. So that's what we're going to do now. How's that thing working?
Works pretty good, man. Once we get down in there and it gets real clay, we may have to drill some holes in or something, but
yeah,
working pretty good so far.
Yes, sir. First bucket coming up out of here. First of the day. Man, that was a lot quicker than the last one.
Yes, sir. It's rained in here, so our water level kind of rose up a little bit, so we're actually getting some water in here.
Yes, sir.
And that really helped out with how easy it is to dig.
Yes, sir. So we're just going to get this out and dump it in our pile there.
Yes, sir.
All right, we got the first bucket set here, and we're going to see how easy it comes out, because some of these first buckets over here, man, that stuff was just stuck in there. So let's test it out. Here we go, guys. Like butter. All right, so there's 5 buckets down for Nate. Take a look at that, man.
Yes, sir, dude. We got this down pretty far right here. I mean, if I stand over here, you can see how tall it is.
Yeah,
with my back against the rock. It's over 6 foot because I'm 6 foot. So
yes, sir.
And that's just 5 buckets. We're going pretty good today. It's still tiring, but it's quite a bit easier because the dirt is not just like paste.
It's a whole lot faster than it was.
Right, it's going a lot faster.
Probably took us 15-20 minutes for 5 buckets there.
Right, and it is easier on you too. So
yes,
we're just gonna switch out, let Chris get down in here and go at it.
Yes, sir.
Chris is down in there now. We're making real good progress today. We already got about 5 buckets out.
Yes, sir.
So we're hoping that we'll get this thing dug out pretty quick.
Yes, sir.
So far, our bucket crate and our crank system is working great.
Yes, sir.
And this is just going really easy today compared to what it was the other day.
Right.
Got bucket number 6 out of there. And we're about to hit that wood slab that we talked about in the last video.
Yes, sir. That cookie cut.
Yeah, we're about to get that thing out of here. We ain't too sure how we're going to go about it yet because it looks pretty thick.
Yeah.
But we're just going to get this dirt dug out around it and then see what we can do with it. All right, we got this slab unstuck.
Yep.
It's about 6 inches thick. It's a cookie cut of pine. So I'm going to run down to the building and get an eye hook real quick and drill into it, and then we can hook this winch onto it and winch it out of there.
Yes, sir.
Look what Chris just pulled out of there, guys.
Yes, sir. Big old bullfrog.
Big old guy.
Yep.
I'm going to go put him somewhere else.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. So down here, I got this eye hook screwed in right here. You can just tell that's going to be strong pulling it right out of there.
Alrighty, guys. Let's get this sucker a try.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. We got it hooked on.
Here we go.
Cranking this sucker up.
Hoping that little thing we put in there holds up.
Yeah, no, don't let that fall on you.
Yeah.
Got her out there. I don't even remember that thing being that big, do you?
No, it's bigger than 6 inches, you can see.
Yeah, it's
huge. 10
a
inches.
Huge pine cookie cut right there.
Yes, sir.
All right, that's 10 buckets down.
Yes, sir.
And we got that log out of there.
Yeah, that cookie cut right there, that's taking up a lot of space.
Yeah.
And actually, if you want to show them in that recent pile, we hit gray clay, started hitting it again.
Yeah, I don't know if you can tell because it was on the top, but
Right.
down there in that corner over there, we did hit gray clay.
Just all solid gray clay, so that's a good sign.
We're down pretty deep now. We're probably 2 foot from the rock line,
yes, sir.
which was where we stopped before, and that was at about 5.5 feet. So
right, as you can tell over here, I mean, it's well over my head, so it's probably 6'6", 6'5" over there.
Right.
So it's pretty good height there. So we're just gonna keep on digging.
Yes, sir.
All right, so Nate's been digging for a minute now. Is this your third bucket or fourth?
Third.
This is his third bucket here, guys. And he actually recently just hit some of that rock stuff that we hit before, but he actually went through it pretty easy, right?
Yeah, I think it's just a shell layer, so I think it's just going to be bust right through it.
Yeah.
I just think last time we was kind of panicking with it, I think.
Yeah. Last time we thought it's solid rock. That's what first came to our mind. So
right.
I think we'll be able to get right through it, though. That's what it's seeming like so far. Chewy, man, we got a lot out of there so far.
Yes, sir.
So far, we got about 75 gallons.
Right.
Or, yeah, 75 gallons out of there, 15 buckets. And we got down pretty far. You was talking about you hit a rock layer down there, that one we hit before.
Right.
But it turns out that you're actually going to be able to pick through it, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can just use the pickaxe to get through it.
Right.
I mean, worst case scenario, we do have the jackhammer, so we're for sure going to get through it no matter what.
Yeah, we've got actually got a flat blade for that jackhammer that should go right through that if we hit solid rock or anything like that. But so far, it's looking like we're just going to be able to pick right through it with the pickaxe.
Yes, sir. Shooey, man, that's the 20th bucket out of there.
Yes, sir.
We got a huge dirt pile over here, and it's getting pretty deep down in there. We're actually hitting that rock layer pretty good now.
Yeah, I've been busting it up all the way around, so we're definitely gonna keep on working on it tomorrow. So I think that's all the time we have for today, and then we'll catch you guys tomorrow in the morning.
It's the next day out here, guys, and we got the pump set up. We're about to get down in there and get that water pumped out because it did rain last night. So we got to pump that water out, and then we're gonna get down in there and dig.
All right, so it took us a minute to get this thing to start pumping. It was completely clogged up. I'll show you over here what it looked like when it first started coming out. It was just straight up. That stuff right there, it's like mud. And we got it to flow just like that. So we're gonna go ahead and get this all pumped out. It's about 6 inches of water in there now. Then we're gonna get down there and start digging. All right, we got all that water pumped out of there as much as we could. And now we're gonna start digging. All right, Nate's digging now, and today is the day that we're gonna be able to bust through that rock, see what we'll have to use. So we're excited to get past that layer at least. All right, guys, as you can see, we got quite a bit of progress made so far. Nate's got his 5 buckets out of there, and at the end when he started hitting that rock pretty good, and we're gonna try to just mulch it up with the pickaxe and see how that goes. If we have to, we'll bring out the jackhammer and bust it all up, but we'll just get down there and see what we could do. I'm gonna get down there now, guys, and knock out my 5 buckets.
So far, the shell layer's coming up pretty good.
Yeah, you can see it's all just coming up.
Just coming right up, and seems like it's getting easier, which that don't really mean nothing right now. We'll just have to see once we get down in there how easy it gets. But we're just gonna keep on working. So all right, guys, we found the main culprit in the solid rock right there.
Yeah,
it's just a big rock, but it's coming up pretty easy. We're just pickaxing it, and it's breaking right up.
I'm trying to see how thick it is because it's still under here.
Right.
So
it's like just a big rock that takes up half the well.
Right.
Which is pretty neat, but it's kind of in our way.
Yeah.
But we'll pickaxe it as much as we can. If we have to, like we said, we'll get that jackhammer out and go to work on it.
Yeah, I'll show you guys right here. It's just coming up in layers. You can see
Right.
there's
So
still,
it's slate for sure. It's just
So-
a big piece of it.
yeah, you can see that right there. How it has
All those layers.
layers and it breaks up pretty easy. That
Right.
means it's slate.
Which is a good sign because slate's pretty easy to break. It's breaking
Yeah.
pretty good with the pickaxe so far.
Yeah, if it wasn't slate, you wouldn't be able to do that right there.
Right. But we're just going to keep on working, guys.
So we got our jackhammer out here. We ain't used this thing in well over a year. It's probably been closer to 2 years. So we're gonna try to get this bad boy started up, and if not, looks like we're going all pickaxe.
Right. The pickaxe is a little bit loose, so
Yeah.
if we had to go that route, we're probably going to have to fix it.
The head on it just got loose, I guess, just from being used so
Right.
much on rock.
But if we can get this thing running, it's going to be a lot better, which we will have to rig up some kind of ventilation down in there.
Yeah,
But we're just going to try to get this thing running and hope for the best.
sir.
Let's give this thing a start.
Sure. Alright, so we got this fan set up here. We just had that old fan laying around, and we got this 8-foot duct right here. We got it taped on there with some that duct tape. And we got this right here. This old jackhammer. Old reliable. We're going to get down there and bust that stuff up now, guys.
We got the exhaust going. Chris is about to start this thing up. We're just gonna have to run this thing at short periods of time right now.
Yeah, it gets too much, the exhaust smokes fumes in here, really chokes you up.
Right, we just got that fan going, blowing air down in there, but it's working pretty good so far. It's getting that all mulched up down there, so.
Yeah, and after you shut the thing off, the jackhammer, it really gets a lot of fresh air in here. This thing right here blows
Right,
pretty hard.
right. We just have to keep it in short sections and make sure that we're not getting fumigated, but
Right. As you can see, it just breaks up in layers like that. So that's a good sign that it's slate. So that's a good sign for us, at least.
yes, sir, that'll make it a lot easier getting it up out of there.
Oh, yeah.
That jackhammer is working pretty good, just breaking
Yeah.
it right up. We're
Works
just gonna
good.
get this put in the bucket and lift it out of here and see how deep we got to go with this rock.
All right, so we got 30 buckets out so far, 35-gallon buckets, and so far the jackhammer's doing great. It's just busting it right up out of there. And I think after we get past that solid layer that we had right here, the solid rock, we can actually just use a pickaxe. It seemed like you could just hit it and use a pickaxe unless we hit another big rock like we just hit.
Right.
But-
it was basically like one big rock down in there,
Right.
and it was like a slate layer, and we actually got that busted up out of the way
Yeah,
and
pretty
got
much.
out of here, and it's all right here, as you can see.
Yeah, there's just a little bit more on this edge right here. We'll have to
Right.
bust up out of there.
And then we're down into those little bitty pieces of slate.
yeah,
like-
you'll just be able to hit it with the pickaxe and get it right up out of there.
right.
But
But
for now, Nate's gonna jump down in here. We're gonna switch out, and he's gonna get 5 more knocked out.
yes, sir.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and take a look down in there. That looks great. We got it down all about 7 foot deep. We just measured it, and in total, we got 35 buckets out of there, which is just shy of a yard of dirt. And actually, the last 8 buckets were just straight rocks, just like that right there, as you can see. And that it's a lot of hard work when you're just busting those rocks up like that. It really gets you tired. But I think we've made great progress so far, and we definitely do plan on getting down in here and working on this thing more often. You know, recently we've been back at it, so we do plan on getting down there and getting a lot more work done.
Right.
seeing-
We are actually wanting to get this thing completely done because it's been a project that we've been having for about a year,
Yeah,
and we're really wanting to get it wrapped up.
Yep.
We're just really excited with the progress that we made on this video. It's a lot of progress, as you can see down in there,
Yep.
which the camera don't do it justice because it looks way deeper in person.
Yeah, it looks way deeper in person. When you're standing over it, it looks really deep, you know. And that just gives us, you know, the motivation to keep digging on there, you know.
Right. So we're going to try to get this shelf completely done, which this is probably going to be our last shelf. We're probably going to go for about 10 feet and then rock it up
Yes,
and
sir.
then probably call it good as long as it's got water in it.
Right.
And then if not, we'll just go ahead and dig down another one.
Right. Yeah, we'll probably go, you know, like you said, 10 feet on this shelf. So in total, it'll be close to 16 foot. You know, we might even go deeper than 10 foot on
Right. It
this
just
shelf.
depends on how safe it feels because
Right.
what really matters is how you feel down there.
Yeah.
'cause-
If you feel like it's going to cave in, you don't want to
Right.
be
Because
down
you don't
there.
have nothing keeping it from caving in on you. So
Right.
we just got to make sure that we're safe.
And how the
but-
soil is, you know, if the soil's real clay and real strong soil, you know, hard soil, then we should be good. But if it starts getting soft down in there, you know, it seems sketchy, we'll definitely have to shelf it. So, yeah, that's definitely the next step for us guys to just keep on going. So far, we've got down about 2.5 foot from where we rocked it, and it's just been going great so far, guys. So make sure you stay tuned for that.
But that's all the time we have for today, guys. If you like this type of content, be sure to leave a comment down below. And if you guys want to follow along with all the future well videos, be sure to hit that post notifications. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.